Here are week 27's warm-up questions. I'm going to work them out so that you can check your work. Please make sure you've already worked out the problem or you have attempted to work out the problem. This is for you to review your work and make sure you've worked them out correctly. First one, we are solving a one-step equation. So the first thing we need to do is isolate the variable. Remember, we want to get the variable by itself. Right now, the 4 and the m are being multiplied. In order to get rid of the 4, we've got to do the opposite, which is divide. So we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 4. So we've got to divide 68 by 4. 4 will go into 28 7 times. So m is equal to 17. That would be your answer for number 1. Problem number 2, 25 plus k equals 75. Once again, we're going to circle the variable because we want to get it by itself. In this case, we're going to subtract 25 from both sides, which leaves k on the left and 50 on the right. So k is equal to 50. All right, problem number 3. R over 8 is less than 4. So once again, we're going to isolate the variable. When you see a fraction, that means there is a division problem happening. So we need to do the opposite of division, which is multiplication. So you're going to multiply both sides of your equation by 8. These 8s cancel each other out, so you're left with r is less than 4 times 8 is 32. So r is less than 32. All right, problem number 4 is for Tuesday's warm-up. It says to simplify. So basically what we're going to do is combine all the terms that are the same. So I'm going to use a different shape for my different terms. So all of my x's, I'm going to put a box around. I know that those two need to go together. My y's, I'm going to circle. And then what I have left are terms without any letters next to them. So I guess I'm going to put a triangle around those two. Now I'm going to go back and combine all the shapes that are the same. So I'm going to look at my boxes, which I have x's. X and 2x is going to be a total of 3x. And then I'm just going to cross those out so I know I'm done with them. Now I'm going to look for all my values with y. And I only have one circle. So I'm just going to leave that by itself, plus 7y. And then what I have left are negative 10 and 3. So remember, when you combine integers, if the signs are different, you're going to subtract the numbers and keep the sign of the bigger number. So negative 10 plus 3 means I'm going to subtract 10 minus 3, which is 7. 10 has the negative sign, so it's going to be minus 7. 3x plus 7y minus 7. All right, number 5, convert 64% into a fraction and simplify. So remember, percent means out of 100. So anytime you see a percent problem, you can automatically write a fraction with percent at the bottom. 64% means 64 out of 100. And then the problem asks us to simplify. So I've got to divide both 64 and 100 by the same number. Anytime your numbers are both positive, you can always divide by 2. Since 64 and 100 are both positive, I'm going to divide by 2. Half of 64 is 32, and half of 100 is 50. before you put a box around it and say that you're done, you need to think about whether you can simplify this fraction also. And you can. Remember, I just said if they were both even numbers, you can divide them by 2. So I'm going to divide 32 in half, and I'm also going to divide 50 in half, which is going to give me 16 over 25. And that is going to be your final answer. You can't simplify 16 over 25. All right, for Wednesday, we are looking at the properties of triangles that you learned a couple of weeks ago. So in order to figure out if you can make a triangle with these given sides, you've got to add 2 of the sides together. And if their sum is greater than that third side, then the answer is yes, you can form a triangle. So we've got to just do a few short, simple addition problems. So I'm going to start with the first 2 sides, 12 and 5, and I'm going to add them together. Its sum has to be greater than 16, and that is true. But we can't stop. We have to do that 2 more times just to make sure that there's not a no in there somewhere. So I'm going to take 5 and 16, and I'm going to add those together, which gives me 21. 21 has to be more than that third side, which is 12. Since 21 is greater than 12, I only have 1 more addition problem to do. So now I'm going to add 16 and 12, and that sum of 28 has to be greater than 5, which it is. Since I have all 3 true statements, then number 6, yes, you can form a triangle with those 3 sides. All right, for number 7, you have to do the same steps, the same process. So I'm going to start with 15 and 10. I'm going to add those together. Is 25 greater than that third side of 25? That is not a true statement. The equal sign makes it a true statement. So in this case, no. Number 7, you cannot make a triangle. All right, number 8, the third triangle. I'm going to do the same process. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is supposed to be greater than 4. That's true. Now I'm going to move down and do my other 2 sides. 2 plus 4 is 6. Is 6 greater than 5? Yes, that one's true. My third addition problem, 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 is greater than 2. So number 8, yes, you can create a triangle from those 3 side lengths. All right, for Thursday's warm-up, we are looking at coordinate grid. Number 9 says, what is the ordered pair for the point G? First of all, remember that your ordered pairs are always inside parentheses, and we're going to find G. So we're going to start at the center, the origin. Remember, my x coordinate tells me right or left. So I'm moving to the left, and I'm moving 2 spaces. Since I'm moving to the left of 0, that's a -2. And then I'm moving up 2 spaces. Since I'm above 0, that's +2. So my coordinates are -2, +2. Number 10 is asking about quadrants. So I'm going to locate point E. And remember, just like on your homework problems, the quadrants are 1 through 4 in a counterclockwise. So letter E is in quadrant 4.